So, have you heard about the Affair Bermuda Triangle? It is a theory that explains why people have affairs. Basically, the theory says that when three circumstances happen at the same time, people are at very high risk for an affair. Those three circumstances are the first one is when a person is not doing very well, when their mood is low, when they're depressed, they're anxious, they're not feeling good, and they are just struggling. They could be dealing with grief, they could be dealing with, any kind of emotional challenge that has got them feeling kind of lousy. The second component of the triangle is when their primary relationship is strained. So that means they're not doing well with their partner. Things might be kind of cool, or things have been sort of rocky. They've been fighting. The relationship is somehow strained. And then the third component is when there's some kind of trauma or trigger. So a trauma could be something like losing a parent. A trigger could be, being a victim of a crime that reminds you of a past crime. Somehow, or past experience. Somehow these three things all come together and put this person in a world of pain. And that pain just overwhelms them, emotional pain. And they decide to go looking for an affair to relieve that pain, right? The affair is essentially a painkiller that helps them cope when they get into this Affair Bermuda Triangle. So, what do you think about this? Do you think this was true for you guys when you experienced infidelity? To know about this, and this theory is my theory, to know about this and to validate this theory, we asked over 2,000 people who had experienced affairs, who were the people who were the betrayers, who were the people who cheated in a relationship. We asked them, was this a factor for you? Interestingly, when we asked them directly, only about 50% of people really agreed with the Affair Bermuda Triangle. 19% were neutral on it, and 31% said, nah, I don't think that was right for us. Okay. What was even more interesting is when we broke it down into the different components and asked people, they agreed at much higher rates. So when we asked them, was there a trauma or a trigger for the affair? 62% of people said yes. And again, these are the people who had strayed in the relationship. When we asked, did you have the affair to cope with pain? 69% of people said yes. When we asked, were you experiencing relationship problems before the affair? 74% of people said yes. And when we asked about mood, we asked people to rate their mood on a scale of 1 to 5. 50% of people put their mood at a 1 or a 2 on that 5-point scale. So that's pretty low. So this is interesting. I think there's some merit to this theory. And while I don't think it captures the affair for everybody, I think it captures some motivation for a lot of people. So let's talk about it. What do you think about this? Was this a factor for you guys?